Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another edition of Cannon Speaks. I don't know what I would call a Sunday edition. Anyway, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. You're catching the replay. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism, guys. Oh, man. Yesterday was wild. Yesterday was wild. What's going on with my lights? Hold on a second, y'all. Yesterday was wild, y'all. You know, we seen it coming, but we didn't see that coming. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? We seen it coming, but we ain't see it coming. You know, like, goddamn. So, Trump made it clear that he was cool. I think he's still continuing on with his rallies and his tours. He ain't gonna be deterred. You know what I mean? But that's what's up. That's what you call grit, guys. That's what you call grit. That's what you call tough. That's what you call resolve. Shout out to Donnie T. Anyway, if you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Search streams a lot. If you catch a replay, leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Question of the day is, do you think this was a lone wolf? Again, the question of the day is, do you think this is a lone wolf? Leave it in the live chat or leave it in the comments below if you're catching the replay. Man. So a lot of stuff came out this morning. We found out We found out the shooter's name. Thomas Matthew Crooks is the shooter's name. He's 20 years old, allegedly. Not sure any motives or anything like that. That still is yet to be seen or released. Last I saw that the, Jesus, I can't talk today. Law officers, Jesus, I'm sorry, guys. They're at his house. I guess searching for clues and all this other stuff. I'm sure we're gonna get some kind of something. I just feel like that's the case. Anyway. So the question is this, right? And I was sitting there dwelling on it. I was thinking on it last night, right? I was sitting there thinking on it. And I was like, how did this guy even get a shot off? How would this gentleman get a shot off on Donnie T? Who dropped the ball? Who in the hell left the gate open? That's my question. That's the question. Set up Lone Wolf. He's saying he brought explosives with him. Who's saying this? He like he was 6-month hormones. I know Jesus has nothing to do with it. I don't know. I got no sleep last night. It's not because of this. I just ain't get no sleep. I was just like in and out. Anyway. So let's look at this. K Green said Secret Service left the gate open. Why aren't they on the outer part of the rally surveilling areas? Right, exactly. What's up, Montoya? You heard about the bombs too? News media. Interesting. All right, so look at this. Let's get to this. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Oh shit, wrong. All right, hold on. Golly, mighty. I don't want to make that part bigger. I guess we go that way. All right. So allegedly, this is where the shooter was, right? So I've been seeing a couple of things. You got some places saying this is where the shooter was. You got some places saying this is where the shooter was, right? So either way, right? This probably would make more sense. But my question is, right? Because this is a parking lot. He said they had the magnetometer set up. I wish I could see it like an aerial view with people there with everything set up. That'd be great. So you got the parking lot, which you would think that the cars would be checked coming in. You know what I mean? Like at the port, we got people with the little mirrors that go into the cars and some more shit. Like cars getting checked, right? Then you would think that they would have Secret Service or somebody, some kind of patrolling cop on the rooftops, right? It wasn't enough. So they had two snipers. Let me break out my little marker. I keep forgetting I got this shit. So they had two snipers here, right? They had two snipers here. Okay. From what I could see, this was the shooter's position, but the shooter was set up on the other side of the peak of the roof, right? It's like a perch. So I could see why they couldn't see him at first if he blended in. Or even if he was at this end of it because of the color of his shirt. I'm just thinking out loud right now. Just thinking out loud. Matter said it was high ground. Yeah. You're not posted on all high ground. Exactly. That's the question. Yeah, so what the Secret Service was, I wish I could make this a bigger picture. I guess I could do this real quick. Hold on. All right, boom. We're just gonna, all right, that'll be good enough. All right, so you got the snipers here, right? Right here, right? You got the shooter here. Now, the reason I think this is the better spot for the shooter is the angle of the bullet, right? Is the angle of the bullet, which is still interesting to me, right? Because you had the picture of that picture where they showing the bullet whizzing past Donnie T, or at first we thought it was going toward him, but when we look at a glance, that means that bullet whizzed past Donnie T. So that bullet grazed his right ear and kept moving, right? So I'm trying to, you know what? Let's do this. Fuck it. Really? They not letting us. Wow, it looked like no, they did. Ain't no way they did. Did they really do that? Oh, fuck it. Go satellite view on them bitches. So they won't even let us do this. This is crazy. So is this what we can put? Is this what we can drop? Okay. All right, so if I can do that, I should be able to do the other thing, right? All right, so let's do this again. Yeah, let's do this. Can we get in on any of these roads right here, though? Like Lakeside. Bear with me, people. Like right here. So this is where it happened, right? Yeah, this is where it happened right here. I guess that's why we can't get in. I would love to go in, like use the map to go in and look around, right? That'd be fantastic. This sucks. Okay. Yeah. So it'd be great to get up here. So this is the building allegedly right here that he was on. Allegedly, this is the building he was on right here. I wanted to try to get on the field or something like that so we could see, but I'm gonna have to just go satellite view. All right, so. All right. Yeah, it's private. Yeah, like Street View would help a lot. David Rex said Fed say nope. So they saying he had explosive. I didn't hear the explosives thing, which is interesting. All right, so look at this. So right here, apparently you see this little. Let me break out that thing again. apparently right here, right, is a ladder. There's a ladder right here. There's an in between this right here, and there's a ladder that goes up to get between these two buildings. Okay? That goes up to get between these two buildings. Now, let's go back here. You can kind of see the ladder right there. So let's go back here. Yeah. Okay. I also wanted to see, because honestly, this really don't make sense either. This right here doesn't make sense. This right here doesn't make sense either, because this building would be in the way of your shot. Like, you have to be elevated, unless he was on a knee. Unless he was on a knee, right? This would make more sense for his shot. Even though this is a stupid place to shoot from. This is a stupid place to shoot from. This would make more sense. Unless this building is lower than this. Which is probably a possibility. That's why I want to get on the fucking property. Anyway, let's say for argument he was shooting from here. Okay? I'm trying to see, like... Sorry about my shaky. That would make sense. That would make sense. Whiz past Trump's ear, and we see the bullet leaving. We see the bullet moving past Trump. Yo, if Trump didn't turn his head, it would have been a wrap. It would have been a wrap if Trump didn't turn his head. Holy shit. That would have been a wrap if Trump didn't turn his head. All right, let's get to this. I was just interested in this. It was interesting to see. I wanted to look because at first I was thinking about the picture that they showed of the bullet. Right? Remember the picture of Trump talking and he got his head turned like this, and the bullet like it looked like the bullet's going straight for him. Like it looked like it was on a straight angle, right? But maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't the angle. Because if that was the case, the shot would have to come from more like from this direction, right? So if this is where they were set up, excuse me. So we know that the snipers were here. Trump's podium was here. All right? That's what Trump's podium was here. The picture that we saw, the bullet looked like it was moving straight across. The bullet like it was moving straight across. Right? Like it was moving straight across. So, boom. If you put him here, yeah, that makes sense. The angle of the bullet makes sense at that point. It makes sense. But Secret Service dropped the ball all the way around, people. Let me get back to you guys. Secret Service dropped the ball all the way around. First off, those rooftops should have been covered. Period, full stop. Even before we say the rooftop should have been covered, proper reconnaissance should have been done. Proper reconnaissance should have been done a few days before this event. They should send some scouts out there, survey the land, see where they needed to set up security, and then execute that plan. They didn't execute that plan. If they had one. Because if they would have executed that plan, and you know that Trump is in an open field. He's in an open field. He is out in the open. He's in an open field, right? I got you. You got your two snipers here. You got two snipers here. I got you. They should be able to see this. But there's a good chance that, you know how a roof pitches, how a roof will pitch. These roofs are slightly pitched. So if you're laying prone on a pitched roof on the other side of the roof, right? Even if this is where they at, let's say he was laying prone on the other side of the pitch of this roof. That would have been hard for them to see him on the other side of that if he was prone. The sniper that made that shot, if the dude made the shot prone, the sniper that made that shot, right? The sniper that made that shot is a hell of a shot. But the fact that they didn't see him there is a problem, right? Because if you had rally goers that was here that saw this kid crawling across the roof, right? That's why I said this probably would be a better location. I think we'll find out later, but let's just say this is where it is. If you got him crawling across the roof and you got rally goers that saw him, I feel like the sniper should have saw him too. But it's a possibility, maybe the glare he had on, I ain't gonna say he had on camouflage, but he had on colors similar to the roof, right? Which tells me that this kid did a little bit of reconnaissance, right? Because he had on this like his like army green t-shirt, and he had on like some tan pants or shorts or whatever, right? So let's just say they didn't see it. It shouldn't be on these two to be able to control this part right here. If that's the case, you need somebody else that's able to surveil the blind spots. All right. Maybe you set up a sniper here, and you maybe you take one of the snipers from here if they only had two, right? Or local law enforcement, they have sharpshooters for local law enforcement. It ain't got to just be Trump's people. They have local law enforcement sharpshooters. You put a sharpshooter from the local law enforcement right here. Now he can see this way. We put two. Now they can see this way. They can see this way. Now you got it covered, right? Now you got it covered. Sorry, my daughter texted me. All right, now you got it covered. Now, if you got a sharpshooter here or two, now they can see all of this shit. Possibly what these two can't see. Right? You put another armed officer on this building. Right? You put another armed officer on this building. You know what I mean? They had a Secret Service. Yeah, she was like security for Pepsi or some shit like that. Right? You put some kind of armed officer here, just patrolling the roof. He got a rifle. Boom. You see that kid crawling with a thing, he can take action, right? It's even, let me do this real quick. It's even got a catwalk right there between these buildings. So you got a little perch between these, so you could run between these two buildings and around if you had to. If they would have did that and kept their ground people, this shit would have never got off. Not one bit. Would have never got off. Now I get it. Maybe Trump didn't have all of the Secret Service that he should have had because, you know, the federal government don't like him. They were playing politics. The lady didn't like him. The Secret Service, the head of Secret Service didn't like him. So maybe he didn't have a full package like Dan Bongino said, right? But you utilize local law enforcement as well. And you really don't got to have sharpshooters for this area. You could have had one sniper from SWAT from the town. And then you could have had a couple of other SWAT agents on the roof here and here. And they could watch out for that shit. Right? That's just my thinking. Or if you're worried about backdrop and shooting with a backdrop, right? Which these guys are supposed to be professionals and they could possibly miss. So you got the two snipers here, right? They can see parking lot. They can see here. So let's just say this sniper's, he got all of this, right? This sniper got all of this. This sniper should have all of this, right? You put a sharpshooter here from the local law enforcement, from the SWAT team. He sit here, right? He got, so you put two, okay? We put two. This one's got all of this shit here on the other side of the pitches, and this one's got all of this shit here on the other side of the pitch. Boom. Now you ain't got to worry about crossfire, right? You ain't got to worry about crossfire. These two can converge and shoot. These two can converge and shoot, right? But you got at least between these four, you got the roof. You got the entire roof or the entire top of the building's covered. Period. Now I would argue that here and here and here are non-issues simply because they don't got a line of fire or a line of sight. But if you added 2 more, you good. That's just what I think. And then you keep your regular ground people. So all they had to do was add 2 more snipers. That's just me. But the question is, did they go out there and do reconnaissance like they were supposed to? And if they went out there and they did reconnaissance like they were supposed to, who helped the shooter? Who helped the shooter? Because I refuse to believe that it was just him acting alone. It couldn't have been just him acting alone. Right? It couldn't have been just him acting alone. Somebody put him up to it. Either he's the patsy. Or he a part of somebody's, team. But I'm gonna say he a patsy. Somebody done got in his head, because the pictures that they show of the actual shooter, right? He looked a little weird. We're gonna go to that too. But let's just say somebody talked him into it. Who helped him out? Because even to get to this point, to even get here, it had to have been security at this point. The magnetometers, I wish I could see it. The magnetometers couldn't have started here in this area. There's no way they just started checking motherfuckers right here. There had to be some kind of check. Let me do this and scroll out. There had to be some kind of check. Let's go back to where's it go? I got rid of it. Damn. It had to be some kind of check right here out on the road or something. It had to be some kind of check there. For this, for your barrier or for your perimeter to stop right here, that's wild. For your perimeter to stop right here is wild. Especially when you got a former president. That perimeter should have extended well out into the road. Again, showing that Secret Service dropped the ball, showing that local law enforcement dropped the ball. Or did they drop the ball? Was this made to happen? Was this a setup? Who did this kid roll in with? He said they found a van with no plates on it. They said they found a van with no plates on it. I don't know if it belonged to him or not. Did he come in with I don't know, like Bongino said, did he come in with the press, the protectees? We know he didn't come with there's no way he came in with the public. So how did he get in? How did he get access to this ladder right here? Why was nobody here, right? So there's, hold on, let's go back to the listening. So like I said, right here is where the ladder is to get up on top of the roof. Why is there no guard? Why is there no guard here to stop anybody from going between this building and going up on this ladder? Or was that done by design, that no guard was here so he can get up there on this roof? It doesn't make sense, y'all. It doesn't make sense that he was able to get up on this roof and put it and get a shot off at Trump. Not even get a shot off at Trump. He got off 8 shots. He killed a man, and I think 2 people are critically wounded. It don't make sense, yo. You think I'm overthinking it, Rudy? He knew it wasn't covered there, or they told him it wouldn't be covered there. Because this is common sense, in my opinion. It's common sense. Now, like I said, I'm not law enforcement, okay? But like I said, you had the 2 snipers here, right? The one sniper, we knew he was looking this way. Okay. The other sniper looked like he was looking off this way. So maybe they had different, you know, or you go that way, I go this way. The only way that this sniper couldn't see this kid is if he was on the other side of this pitch prone. Okay. And we could tell that because he looked up over his scope, and then he came back down, which told him he was like, oh, wait a minute, who the fuck is that? So maybe the kid popped his head up to take the shot, and the sniper seen him. And that's when he made the shot. So maybe the sniper didn't see him because he was prone. And then once he was ready to take his shot, he came up on a knee or something. The sniper saw him, and then the sniper took action, but the kid was able to get the shot off. Right? But like I said, I would have had somebody here as well. I'd have had 2 people here as well. Boom, boom. I'd have had 2 people here. Boom, boom. They could have covered the back end of these buildings. And then you have your regular uniformed officers and Secret Service patrolling the grounds itself. But none of this would have went down. None of this would have went down if this part right here to the ladder was covered. None of that would have happened if right here was covered. Why wasn't this part covered? To the ladder, to the roof. Why wasn't that covered? I saw that on Twitter, but I couldn't make out who he was. YouTube deleting chats already? I know I didn't do it. Hold on, y'all. Let me edit something. Let me see. Customization. I don't have any restrictions on chat, yo. I don't have any restrictions on my chat. That's YouTube being YouTube. Like, that's the reason for moderators. Comments is on. I'm gonna put on don't hold any comments. See what happens. I put on don't. I had it on just whatever the default is. I just turned on don't hold any comments. I had it on default because I let the moderators do what they need to do. Let y'all do it. Anyway, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. But yeah, so if this was covered, he'd have never got to the roof to make that shot. Why wasn't it covered? Why wasn't it covered? What took so long after the attendees pointed out the shooter? What took long? What took so long after the attendees pointed out the shooter? What took so long? The one guy, he alleged that, you know, he was trying to warn the police for like 4 minutes before it happened. That's my question. I want to know who the Secret Service agents who went out there and recon. Who was in charge out there that day for Secret Service? Who was in charge? Why wasn't this covered? Why was somebody got some explaining to do? Angela said the Secret Service hired the Uvalde cops. Yo, YouTube doing some bullshit. I don't know what they doing. If you want to, yo, go to Rumble. I got Rumble running, and I got X running too. If you want to go over to X and you want to chat on X, I can see it there, and I can see it on Rumble. So I don't know why YouTube be acting a fool, y'all. YouTube do it with a bot. That's crazy. No, it's definitely a setup. That's why I got these questions. It's definitely a setup to me. It's definitely like a setup to me because this is like common sense shit, right? Now I get it. He might not got the Secret Service he need, but you supplement that with local law enforcement. So what tells me, right, is that this part right here was made to not be covered. This part right here was made to not be covered. Now the question is how did he get in with the rifle? Even though they said he was outside the perimeter. They said he was outside of the perimeter, right? Now, Trump having he having a whole situation that day. He having a whole rally that day. I got checkpoints here, right? I got another checkpoint here or here. And then I got this shit blocked off, so can't nobody get in this way. Unless, otherwise deemed necessary, for like VIPs or whatever. Was none of this a checkpoint? It's just a lot of it is just something that's sketchy about it, that don't make sense. This kid had help. He ain't just do this shit by himself. There's no way this was some lone wolf shit. Now maybe it wasn't two shooters, but this kid definitely had help on the ground. Oh, here we go. I could pop out the chat on Twitter. All right, so. Fuck, I probably shouldn't have did that. Oh, here we go. Over on Twitter, XA says, both were military. The one that died and the one who's in critical condition. Believe the both were Marines. You think I'm off on it? Call in, Rudy. Let me know what you're talking about, yo. The line open. You always welcome, bro. Or did you call in? Oh, you should be. Why this shit ain't ring? Call in again, Rudy, yo. I don't know why the phone ain't ring. No, this is why I'm having questions. Like this is me just going through the motions just to kind of like kill my biases. Yo.
What's going on, big homie?
Not much. So what you got? What you thinking?
I think you're on. This is what I'm thinking, man. I'm 24 hours going by. I'm sitting back, looking at everything. I'm laughing. So at first I thought, set up. But with the two people getting brained out behind them, man, this was real. I don't think though that this was an op because of like someone on the farm, because you got to look at what they did in Michigan, man. They took those FBI, them 8 FBI informants, cultivated those 4 kids. Yeah. And they worked with them so if this was an op, they would have cultivated this kid and took him to shoot, man. They would have taught him to shoot. Like they would have piled up with him like, hey, you're my friend, Let's go to the shooting range. They would have cultivated him to be a better shooter. So I'm thinking, from my perspective, brother, that this is the congressional baseball shooting kind of thing, right?
You think this is a radicalized kid who saw some shit on TV?
Yep. I think it is. I don't think it's because, bro, if it was a CIA or FBI op to cultivate a shooter, you would see right, and it might come out, but I mean, come on, man, that's way too short of a shot. Like I got a 10-year-old kid who makes that shot, bro. I got a 10-year-old kid who makes that shot regularly. You know what I'm saying? With the same weapon, he can make that shot regularly. So I don't think that, he was cultivated by the farm or the feds. I think it's on the congressional shooter thing, right? So I'm going Occam's razor on this whole situation.
The simplest answer is the best answer?
I'm thinking on this one, bro. On this one, I don't think it goes too deep, man. I think, especially when you look at the reaction of the media. Like, I watched the clip this morning where some dudes on CNN like, yo, y'all been calling him Hitler, this, that, and the other thing. And then Wolf Blitzer looks over and is like, well, he was just on stage calling Joe Biden the worst president in history. Like, and you're trying to compare Trump saying Joe Biden is the worst president in history with the entire apparatus of the left-wing media calling this man Hitler and saying the country's over, he's a threat. You got all them clips coming out of all of them, and the Rick Wilson, Phil Mudd, he needs a bullet in the back of his head, da 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 da. Like, and they're reeling because they know, they have whipped people into such a frenzy on both sides. You know what I'm saying? On both sides, you whip people into such a frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the lack of security, my brother, is, remember right before 2020, like about 3 or 4 days before the election, when he had that rally in Pennsylvania with the 50,000, the biggest rally during that's the same place, bro. Butler. That's it. That's where that rally was, man. Same fucking spot, man. So I think maybe the lack in security and the lack of multiple sniping teams is like that. They thought they were in Trump country, and you know what I'm saying. Maybe did what they had to do, but just didn't.
That's the thing. So they said that this kid was a 20-year-old registered Republican. He got on a Demolition Ranch shirt, but they want us to believe that he wanted to go out there and shoot Trump. That's why I think it's a op. I think that it's something about it, and the reason why I think they cultivated him. I looked at the picture of the kid. And I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but that kid looks very influential, or susceptible to influence, right? To have him do that shit. He, like I said last night, he looked like he was the weakest link of whatever militia they pulled him from, or whatever group they pulled him from. You know what I mean? And they made it for him to do that. I get what you're saying though, like, because it could very well be all of the rhetoric. But he would have had to go out there.
Brother.
He would have had to go out there, and he would have had to surveil that land and know where that ladder was. He'd had to. It'd have been. It's a lot of shit that at play. Like, there's no way he was able to walk through the crowd. Let's just say he parked here. Let's say he made it. Let's say they did have check stops, and they parked right. He's getting out with an AR because he had an AR. It was an AR. People talking about he had a $12,000 something. I said that's not what he had because I seen the picture of the gun. It's a fucking regular AR-15.
Right.
Like I said, it might have been a 300 blackout. It wasn't suppressed, so, which is interesting. It didn't look like it was suppressed at least. But regardless, he got out the car with his AR-15 and he was able to make it from the parking lot or whatever to this ladder to crawl up here and make this shot, or was that shit already waiting for him? Was it behind under a tree or a bush, and he grabbed that shit and he got up that ladder and he did what he was supposed to do? There's no way this kid acted by himself. Maybe there wasn't a second shooter, but it was definitely some help along the way. There was some ground assets that was helping this kid make this happen. The question is are they going to find it?
But that's the whole thing is, though, my brother, like, as a Hotep and the Hotep adjacent, we're going to ask all the questions.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not getting any answers, man.
I don't expect it. They already talking lone wolf. They already said it was a lone wolf off the rip. They just been saying it all morning.
And, maybe 5 years from now, but it's just like the Russiagate. The same FBI, the fucking Lisa Pages, the Peter Strzok, the James Comey, the same FBI who cultivated the fucking Gretchen Whitmer thing, the same FBI who false flagged us with January 6th, the same media who's been lying to us. Like, the government is not going to investigate itself, man. And if they do and any culpability comes onto them, they're not going to tell us. The same way Fauci was funding that bioplague. They dropped the bioplague. Everybody, billionaires got paid. Pharmaceutical companies got paid. Mm-hmm. We all took it in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Pause. And it's just we'll never know, dude. We'll never know the truth, man. We'll never know the truth, man. So I don't know, man. I'm listening. I always listen, man. I respect all your opinions, but
definitely.
Maybe there might have been.
But I'm
just Occam's razor this shit, because like that dude, Remember that congressional dude just walked up to the field, was like, "Yo, are these Republicans or Democrats?"
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And they're like, "Oh, it's the Republican team." He walked right back to his car, grabbed an AR-15, and walked out and started gunning them down. Dude.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just all of the shit that they was espousing on the news. I'm like, yo, that okay. So you got a 20-year-old Republican who got his demolition ranch shirt and whatever else they said. I'm like, okay, that don't even make sense for him to be there to do the shooting. It don't make sense.
I mean,
so it's just like to throw us off the trail. It's like it's kind of to throw people off the trail.
And the DARPA initiative, the Twitter and the Facebook and the Instagram and YouTube, like the DARPA initiative is kicked in high gear.
Mm-hmm.
You got your clips coming out on TikTok like, oh my God, he missed. You got your TikTok coming out on
that shit's
TikTok.
Annoying.
We said this was gonna happen. It's the Maidan coup. The Maidan coup. It's the Arab Spring. It's everything since the Patriot Act was passed has come to fruition. The government has shit on the people and done what they're going to do and created war, put us trillions in debt, got rich, got their houses, insider trading. No, they got the populace pissed off. So they turned all of their little tools to foment revolution and destruction and division in other countries, and they turned it in on us, man. And we're all falling for it. And I'm here to laugh. And I know I found good people at Hotep Con. I mean, at the Griffies. So I got good people I can have true conversations with, man. But like the shit show is real, dude. And I was in the middle of it. I was taking a 2-week hiatus off the internet, man, and it pulled me back in, big homie. It pulled me back in.
Listen to this shit, though. Jay's World just sent this to me. So he sent me a picture. I don't know how true this is. I mean, I can't verify it, but there's a picture of the two snipers, right? This is a clear fucking picture of these two snipers. Anyway, it says, my name is Jonathan Willis. I'm an officer in the famous photo of two snipers on the roof at the Trump rally. I came here to inform the public that I had the assassin in my sights for at least 3 minutes, but the head of the Secret Service refused to give the order to take out the perp. 100%. Take out the perp. 100%. The top brass prevented me from killing the assassin before he took the shots at President Trump. I don't know how true that is. It could be somebody just making some shit up. I don't know.
It's just the fog of war, brother. The fog of war, man. Throw a million things out. Throw a million things against the wall. See what sticks.
Yeah.
Now people arguing with each other.
The only reason I would like give it some credence, because if I was that sniper, right? Because it just says police. It don't even say Secret Service. I mean that he was a sniper from the town. Yeah. It's like, y'all not about to fucking pin this shit on me. Like, no, I had that man and I had him in my sights and they wouldn't let me take the shot. Y'all not about to fucking throw me under the bus. Cause you know that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna say this kid act alone, he was crazed. And then they're gonna be like, you know, somebody gotta go down. Somebody either in Secret Service or in the local police department gotta go down for the shot.
No, and you can see that narrative right now, Shannon.
Yeah.
You can see that narrative right now, though. I've seen plenty of two-way accounts showing them talking about, what is he looking at? What is he looking at? What took him so long to respond? They're already putting that, like, if I was dude, I'd come right, or they're going to end up like the cops that saw the Wiener laptop. Remember the New York City Police Department that seized that Anthony Wiener laptop?
Yeah.
They're all dead, dude. Every fucking cop that saw it. And there were suicides and strange shit with every death, man. So if I was that cop, I'd come out guns blazing right now, man. Be like, yo, they fucking helped me back, man. You know what I'm saying? I would, because he's in the crosshairs. He's in the crosshairs now, man.
The Wall Street Journal.
I don't know, brother. I don't know, but I'm gonna fall back, man. I'm gonna fall back, big homie. Thanks for giving me a voice for a few minutes, man. I'm about to fire up this tow truck, man. I'll be listening, brother.
No problem, bro.
Hotep Bill.
It's interesting, right? So like that, the picture of the snipers, right? I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's the thing. I mean, it could very well be, because if I was the sniper up there, I'd be like, yo, nah, I had yo. But it don't look like it in the video that we watched. Because he looked up over his scope like, yo, what the fuck is that? So I don't know if that's true or not. But somebody's going to go down. Somebody has to be the fall guy for this botched alleged botched security for Trump. They're going to say this kid acted as a lone gunman. We already know that's how that's going to go down, right? We already know that's how that's going to go down. He was the lone gunman, right? But then somebody, either in Secret Service or local law enforcement, had to go down for the lack of security. And like I said, guys, hold up. Right here. This was the ladder to get up there. Now, I don't know if there's another, either way. Let's just say you just made sure that somebody was here, and you made sure somebody was here if that's an entrance or an opening to get up there as well. You got to get all access points to any line of sight to President Trump. You got to get that shit under control, period. And they didn't have it under control. Just having 2 snipers here, that's not enough. Then you got your ground cops. It's just not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. You know, I would have even had somebody on this building. I would have had somebody over on this building too. I'd have had somebody here, and I'd have had somebody on that building that's right there. I'd have somebody on that building over there. Boom, all that shit covered. 360 degrees covered. So either somebody dropped the ball or this shit was allowed to happen. This shit was made to happen. This kid had help from the inside. This shit was an inside job. And my Kufi is telling me that this shit was an inside job. This kid had help. This kid was groomed into doing this shit. He went there. He did that shit. And when he got there, he had help every step of the way to get his ass on that roof and take that shot. And he missed that fucking shot. Now, like Rudy said, and people that shoot, it's an easy shot to make for people that shoot, right? But it's also a hard thing to say because I didn't see a bipod on that AR-15 I seen. I didn't see a bipod, right? I didn't see a bipod. I didn't see something that he could prop and steady that gun with. So it just looked like he was just like this, right? Didn't see a bipod. And anybody that shoot long distance, you know that your heartbeat can cause that hair to fucking float. Breathing hard can cause that fucking crosshair to fucking float. Unsteady hand nerves can cause that crosshair to fucking shake. And a bad trigger pull can pull your bullet to the right. He was goddamn close. No, either he missed that shot or Trump moved his head at the right time and he fucking grazed him. But he should have never been able to get up on that rooftop. That ladder, that access point, that parking lot should have been locked down, and it don't look like it was locked down. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let me see. Now, as far as what up, Anarch? B said his eyebrows is Greek for sure. What's up, Rashu? Did he have an optic? I couldn't tell. So I gotta find it. TMZ, I guess, had a picture. I couldn't tell if he had. Maybe I can tell on my computer because I was on my phone. Right, like I said, yo, and with the Demolition Ranch shirt, it's kind of like them trying to throw us off the trail for real. So hold on, real quick. see. I thought somebody had tagged me on the picture. Oh, maybe it was this. Let's see. Media. Let's see. I think this is it right here. Yeah. So, damn it. Sorry. So I hate like TMZ. I can't really talk. Like, yo, it's just weird to have all this grainy footage. Like all these cameras with all these megapixels and shit. How's these videos just or pictures just fucking harsh? So, but from what I can see, yo, if he had an optic, he had a fucking reflex sight. If he had an optic, it was a reflex sight. And if that shit some irons, that kid, if that shit some irons and he was that close, he a good fucking shooter if he'd made it that close on iron sight. Fuck, he already if he made it on a reflex sight with this. But I can't tell if he had it like a proper like optic, guys. I can't tell. And what I mean by optic, cause I gotta do this because YouTube won't let me touch shit on my fucking wall. Let's see. See the big boy right here? That's what I'm talking about, an optic or here. Even this 3 to 6 would have made it easy. Right? Even that 3 to 6 right there, or 3 to 9, it's 3 to 9. Either my 3 to 9 scope would have made it an easy shot, or this Hawk optic would have made it an easy shot. Not some shit like that reflex sight. Because the reflex sight ain't got a magnifier, right? Even my AR up here with the magnified optic, with the 3 times magnified, would have made it a better shot. So I don't see an optic up there, and if he does, it's a reflex sight, yo, which still make it sketchy. Wild. And it ain't no $1,200 rifle. It's like he had a $12,000 rifle. No, he didn't. He had a regular ass AR. He ain't gonna tell me he had a precision rifle and missed. Get out of here. A lot of people don't know they holds for a red dot. Right? Like a red dot will put you in a general area. Like if I'm shooting at 150 yards with a red dot, I'm in the general area. I'm not going to be accurate. It's not going to be an accurate shot. But honestly, if he made that shot with that red dot, he got that close, then that kid's a hell of a shot. I'm going to just put it like that. If he made that shot no bipod with a reflex sight and he got that close, notice what he got on. Notice the clothes he got on. He's blending in, essentially. That's a damn good shot. $400 PSA blim special. Might be. I can't tell if it's an optic or not. It don't look like it to me, though. That's the wild stuff. That's the wild shit. And like I said, if he made a 150-yard shot and got that close to Trump's head, that's a hell of a shot. Now look at this kid here, okay? This is the kid they said was responsible. What's going on, Lisa D? This is the kid that they said was responsible, okay? But they've been showing a picture of the wrong person. What up, Kay? I got you. Appreciate the $2, K. That's the number for calling in. But look at this kid. Look at that head. Look at that forehead. Look at the forehead on this kid. Look at the forehead on this kid. All right. but they haven't been. They've been getting it wrong on who the person was. Now, at first I had to I saw the picture. I had to go back on the picture of the guy laying there with his fucking teeth blown out, right? And I can see the print for the Demolition Ranch shirt. I can see the print for the So he did have a Demolition Ranch shirt laying up there, fucking dead, on the roof. I'm trying to find a picture of the kid they keep saying it is, and it's not him. Oh, somebody sent that to me too. Let me see. There you go. So they're trying to say that they keep showing pictures of this guy. It's not the same person. They look alike, but it's not him. This kid been trolling all over the internet. So they keep saying, "Oh, yo, it like they did it again. They got the wrong person." Here's him trolling.
My name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. I hate Republicans. I hate Trump. And guess what? You got the wrong guy. My name is... That is not the guy I just showed you. So this kid right here, who they keep showing on the news for some reason, they keep showing his face, right? That ain't the same person that got shot. That's just the guy that looked like him. What up, Kay? Oh, hold on. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. What's going on?
What's up? This is Kay.
Yep, I got you. What's going on, Kay?
No, I just wanted to say, just being former law enforcement and then former military, we are trained to neutralize the threat. We've done constant active shooter drills and all of that. Mm-hmm. And I've seen a lot of my cop buddies talk about this. Mm-hmm. For that, just that one area not to be secured, that left a lot of questions in not only my mind, but a couple of the officers I know in their mind too. And honestly, that's why I think that was a warning shot. Because with all with the police, we're also trained to also protect the premises. Mm-hmm. So, and then you have this area that you are taking care of. And when you have people like dignitaries, presidents, and all that stuff, that area is going to be extended. So for that one spot not to be covered, that makes me question things.
Right. And
especially for Trump. And I swear, I said it before, I'll say it again. I think it was a warning to him. It was a warning to him.
I feel like if I was going to send a warning shot, I'd have shot one of the Secret Service agents that was right there.
That too. Now
they did have a picture where it was a hole in his it was a hole in his jacket, and people were like, is that a bullet hole? I'm like, no. If Trump would have got hit with a 5.56 to the fucking solar plexus, it'd have doubled his ass over.
Right, exactly.
So maybe it was just a shadow or something, but it definitely wasn't a bullet hole, because that shit would have knocked his ass down.
Right, and then the kid, I don't know if that's the real photo, because like I told you, I was talking to you yesterday. Mm. I saw the photo. It looked like part of his jaw was blown off too, because you could see his teeth are missing.
I could see,
but if you look in a little bit,
mouth.
Yeah, it looked like the part of the jaw was broken off too, like it was just pushed back because of the trajectory of the bullet. Yeah. And then you saying that, the guy saying that he had a clear shot, but he was told to stand down. Mm-hmm. That gives me, that makes me think about, what happened here in Minneapolis, where it was like they were ready to defend the police precinct, mm-hmm. but they were told to stand down and back away. And they let the precinct burn.
I remember that.
So I'm sorry, my tinfoil kufi is on very tight with this situation.
Yeah, and mine's is too. The only reason I don't think what Jay's World sent me And credit to him for sending it because I didn't even see it. It's just that this would have been I think this would have been huge news if the sniper would have came out and said, "Hey yo, I was told to stand down." This looked like some 4chan shit. This picture I'm looking at.
You never know because, I mean, look at what they're doing with the media too. So it's like you take everything with a grain of salt, but it's like you never know. I mean, like when they were told to stand down in Minneapolis, you didn't hear a lot about that.
No, not at all.
You just
That's
you just
That's
heard,
true.
oh no, the police were scared, so they left and everything was destroyed. No, that wasn't the case. There was so much more to it. I mean, the National Guard was ready to come in too as well. But, you know, they were on the terms of the governor, and the governor was like, nope, not until I say so. So it's just like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, and they keep saying he's fiddling with the rifle and adjusting the scope, but it don't look like there was a scope on that rifle that he had. That's why I don't know.
It didn't. It really didn't.
So that's why I'm thinking this might
and
be somebody
I
else.
honestly, let's see if there's some SSRIs involved. If we hear any quiet mention about any SSRIs, any low self-esteem, any anything about, you know, who this kid was hanging out with, because it's like, I'm still from the shot picture, from the picture of him getting shot to that picture, I'm just like, is that really the person? Because I'm like really focusing on things. I'm like, is that really the kid?
Right. Well,
because I mean, they tried to bring out this heavyweight guy, and hey, maybe he could have been another person that was there. We don't know, because a lot of people were saying, and I sent you that thing through Instagram, and I sent you a better version that was cut short where it was just those two people talking.
Yeah.
But people were saying they saw multiple people.
As God, he had that help on the ground. He had to have had help on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now. We're not going to find out exactly what happened. We're not, guys.
Oh no,
He was
not
the
at
lone
all.
shooter, and then somebody in Secret Service is going to resign over it, and then somebody in the local going to resign over it. I don't know if they're going to try to pin it on the snipers, which I don't know, or are they going to pin it on whoever the lead was for the Secret Service there? That's the question. So it's
right now they're trying to pin it on all Republicans.
Yeah, and for them to say, oh, he was a 20-year-old Republican and he had a Demolition Ranch shirt on, which I guess you can't. Again, I guess you can't judge a book by its cover, but I would assume him being a Republican with a Demolition Ranch shirt on, he'd have probably had, you know, more conservative or right-leaning politics than anything. So for him to have all that shit and then still take the shot and have an AR-15, that's the other thing. He had an AR-15, right? AR-15, Demolition Ranch. He's a Republican. 15. It's on the fucking nose. For, like, you know, if they was to send like a school shooter, right? If he was a school shooter at a school, that's on the nose for the left's talking points for gun control and the right being unhinged. It's like they took that mold and they put it at the Trump rally, and it's like nobody's like buying that. Like, come on, really? No, you know. Now if he was,
he fits the description.
Yeah, he fits the description of a school shooter.
But what description does he fit?
Exactly, he don't fit the description of a shooter at a Republican anything. That's the thing. I think they fucked up with that.
And who gave him the shirt?
Exactly. I mean, unless he just bought it from Demolition Ranch or from unless he bought it from Bunker Brandon, or somebody gave him that shit. But I saw the AR laying on the on the roof on one picture. I'm trying to find it, and I was like, yo, that shit don't even look like it got an optic on it. It was the one where he was laying prone, but then I also seen a picture of that shit. So here y'all go. This is the guy that they keep showing on the fucking picture. Look at his forehead. He has a regular ass forehead. And then where's it at? Look at this kid's forehead. That ain't the same person. They kind of look alike. That ain't the same person. Not even the same glasses. They favor. We'll put it like that. But when I look at the other picture, which I can't show on YouTube, I was like, is that the kid that they keep showing? Like, how do you even get this shot of him? How did they even get this shot of this kid like this? Sitting down or whatever the fuck he's sitting down on. How do you even get that shot? That's sketchy too.
Right.
We just have to have this aerial view of this kid that just killed somebody. All right. That's odd how they got this picture.
And how quickly they got it.
How quickly they got this picture. We had this picture yesterday before I even got off the stream. And that's supposed to be this guy up here. I don't see an optic.
The math ain't mathing.
It ain't mathing, and I don't see an optic. And I'm trying to find a picture where they had That's wild.
Watch all the gun control come out too now.
Oh, it's coming. So this is what they were trying to say this kid was using. He was not using that gun, guys. Reports claim 20-year-old shooter at Trump rally used a $12,000 rifle. He did not use this gun. It's a bolt action for one. He wouldn't be able to get the shots off that fast with a bolt action rifle. So let's stop that. Let's stop that. I just really want to find that picture of the aerial view of the gun. I should have saved it. Damn. I was just scrolling this morning, just looking at the news. But yeah, I don't know. Then you got people like Trump. Trump pulled it off. Trump was in on it. Okay, so you got a billionaire. He don't even have to run for president, y'all. He could just chill out on and out. The minute Trump say he ain't running for president, guess what? All this vitriol stops.
Right.
All of the trials, everything stops. Y'all think Trump is going to be like, all right, you guys, we're going to make this shit look good. Put somebody up there, tell them to shoot at me for the optics. Tell him to shoot a real bullet at me for the optics, and then, even though I got people behind me for a backdrop that can catch it too. It makes no sense.
Until I get the full answers, it was Alec Baldwin. I'm going to go ahead and get off this and just continue listening and being in the chat, though. But Hotep and build.
Hotep and build. But y'all see what the kid look like? You see the kid that they're trying to put it on? That ain't him. Oh, the picture they keep showing. That's not him. The kid that I showed y'all with the forehead, that's the kid. I really wish I could find that fucking picture, though. Because it was like the cleanest shot you was going to get of the AR laying close to the body. Okay, whatever. I don't even know what that means. Page marker does not support pages with height. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about? God damn it. Okay. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? I only got page marker on. Oh my goodness gracious. Do I got page marker on any of these? No, I don't. I don't have page marker on. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? Hey, yo. All right, this is annoying. I don't know what's going on with the comments with YouTube, y'all. Like I said, if y'all want to go to Rumble, hit Rumble, and then like comment from over there. We got 131 watching over on Rumble. We got 75 watching on YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all help me get the $3,000 on YouTube and help me get the $2,000 on Rumble. You've seen this prophecy going around where dude said this would happen 3 months ago. Well, Jay showed us a dude that called that shit the day before it happened. I've been saying that this dude was going that some shit was going to go down. Yeah, use coded language. Might have to go back to COVID days where we had to code every goddamn thing. That's the thing. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't think Trump was in on that. It's like he had a fucking ketchup packet, and that's what I'm like. No, he ain't no fucking ketchup packet because the person behind him caught the rest of the fucking bullet. Tell the shooter just clip my ear. No, that's not how that shit went. If Trump head wasn't turned like that, Trump would have got caught broadside. Boom, he would have been out of there. This is the picture they showing about the hole. That's not a hole. So what it looks like to me is that that's a crease between his jacket and the Secret Service agent that's trying to protect his abdomen and stuff. That's not a hole. That's a crease. If Trump would have got hit with a 5.56, soft armor ain't stopping that. You need a plate to stop the 5.56. If that was a bullet hole, guys, I'm just going to tell you guys, if that was a bullet hole, Trump would have been dead. Trump would have died if that was a bullet hole. That's just a crease between Trump's jacket and the Secret Service agent's jacket, creating a shadow. That's what that is. Excuse me. Cause YouTube on that bullshit, yo. You gotta just like I said, you gotta code your words. Or call in, guys. I don't mind y'all calling in. What I do with the number? Y'all can call in if y'all want to. These motherfuckers said $12,000 rifle. Get out of my face. Here. There's a number. But yeah, that's not a bullet hole, people. That is not a bullet hole. That is not a bullet hole. That is a crease with a shadow between Trump's jacket and the Secret Service agent's jacket. That's what that is. Yeah, YouTube wilding. They're gonna start like doing that shit too. Anything that's got like a keyword in it, they're not gonna let that shit ride. So Donnie T, I don't know, make up Uncle Don, something. You know what I mean? Facebook took down several news reports that I've posted since the attempt. It spies anyone on Rumble. It's wild, Joe. That's what they're doing. I think they even put out something said they was going to start trying to suppress certain shit. You know why are they trying to start to suppress it? Because there's going to be more people with more footage coming out of this shit, and they trying to get ahead of it. Matter of fact, let me do this. All right. Maxwell Uric. Yeah, use Jerome. He got grazed because hand of God was protecting Donnie T. That's right. I'm telling you guys, because Trump he always favors the right teleprompter. So him being like this, him leaning and being like this, that shit went right. It clicked his ear and kept going. If Trump would have turned this way and he was looking here, bow. Or if Trump was here, bow. Trump here, graze. Trump here, brains gone. Trump here, graze. Trump here, brains gone. But Secret Service got to do better. I wouldn't have let him stop and do the whole fist pump shit. I get it. What is this? United States Secret Service Director Cheadle refused repeated requests for additional security for President Trump. We know why, right? We know why she refused, right? Because they got a law on the books right now, right? Right now, or not on the books. They trying to get a law on the books for Donnie T to not even have Secret Service should he go to the Hooskow. Mike says, I was putting in normal comments and YouTube was on some BS. How did dude know what roof to use? Exactly. How he know what roof to use? How he know where the podium was going to be set up? It's a lot of shit that you got to know that only people on the inside know. He had help. And people was asking why Melania isn't showing up at rallies. They don't even have enough Secret Service coverage. Right. There's a photo even on the mainstream media that shows a projectile. Yeah, it's the same one we looked at yesterday. And at first, the projectile looked like it was coming the wrong way, but now it's like, no, that. And when I looked at it last night, and I think when we looked at it on stream, I was saying, no, I think it was passing him. It was passing him from right to left. So when Trump was sitting here reading the bullet, so Trump is sitting, the bullet passed from right to left. And I think the picture they got the bullet passing him, not coming toward him. Because the bullet was coming from the right. So the picture was, that's why I was looking at it earlier. That's like, that angle looked wild. Why did this man have zero reaction to 8 shots being fired at the Trump rally? I don't know. It's probably because he's black and he done been shot at before. I don't know. A lot of people didn't have a reaction. See, people trying to think that they're trying to make, shit out of nothing, right? You're trying to make shit out of nothing. 2 people got hit. And like I said, I think they had help. The kid had help. There's no way he didn't have help. There's no way he didn't have help. This ain't even the same place. It's like in the desert somewhere. Just trying to see if there's anything new. Okay. I really want to get to this one. I think I'm getting closer. What's Destiny saying? A person in a crowd cheering for a supporter for supporting a traitor to his country caught astray. I'm so sad. Destiny's a dickhead. Yo, who this?
Yo, what's good? This is Ricky B, man.
What up, yo?
Nothing much, man. I'm gonna try to make this quick because I'm over here fucking around with my car. But yeah, I believe you on that, man. And he had to have help. Ain't no fucking way you're gonna have he's just going to be able to get in there and with all of that. So, like I texted you yesterday, I think my thoughts on it is somebody in the Secret Service had to be compromised. You know, not everybody in on it, but only a select few. So for him to get that in there, for that to happen, yeah, he had to have some type of help. And I think they had to get rid of that man because he knew too much. Langley probably put him up to it, possibly, you know, so that way they can absolve themselves from it. That way you can't link him to it because now he's dead. Dead man can't talk.
Right.
So I wouldn't be surprised, like I said in the comment section, I wouldn't be surprised if some Secret Service members end up coming up missing within the next couple of months. Whoever was in on it.
It's going to get interesting, yo. It's going to get really interesting. It's going to dominate the news cycle for the rest of the week. Trump and Biden supposed to do a photo op or something, which that shit sounds sketchy to me too. If I was Donnie T, I'm not doing no photo op with Biden. You want to do a conference call or some shit? We can do a Zoom. I'm not getting next to you. I don't want to. No. And we already know they're trying to use it to make themselves like the bigger person. You know what I mean? It's a lot because, and I would be apprehensive because I'm like, no, all the shit that let's just say this shit was an organic shooter. Let's just say he was an organic shooter. All the shit that you was espousing, all that rhetoric y'all been saying for the last 7 years, 8 years, is why somebody would do some shit like that.
Exactly.
That would create
programming.
That creates the environment for somebody to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
But I don't think this shit was somebody that just was sitting in the house and was fuming and just decided to go do some shit. Sorry.
Hell no, it ain't. It's too much going on over there for that to happen. Like everybody pointed out, you know, you pointed it out, you know, they got too many protocols.
Right.
How the fuck do you do that?
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
It just makes no goddamn sense.
Right.
And especially going over all the information so far that I've read in other, you know, books and everything. It's like, yeah, this looks like a fucking playbook right out of the fucking, you know, out of everything they've done so far. Yeah. I don't think they're going to stop either, because now that they've came this far to, you know, go to this length to try to get rid of this man, they can't stop now. I mean, what do? You can't put the bullet back in the gun, in the cartridge. You killed the dude. Now you got to keep going.
Right.
So unless he drops out the race, like you said, if he drops out the race, all this should have stopped.
Exactly.
And how pissed off he probably is, I don't think he's going to stop. And to everybody that was like, oh, it's stage and all that, I mean, if you look at the reaction, if you've ever been shot at before or in the shootout, usually it's kind of, you, how can I put it? Those other people in the background, obviously a lot of them didn't have a fucking clue, but all the little hood parties, all that shit I've been through when I was younger, some other people, they moved out the way because they already, obviously they had something, they knew something.
Right.
They had some type of experience to know what the hell was going on for them to move out the way, but the other people just standing there looking around like, oh, what's going on? Them people ain't never experienced that type of life or that type of shit. Nah. They don't fucking know.
Nah.
So a lot of people are like, the stage, why are these people sitting here? No, that's because they never experienced it. Versus you may get somebody like me or you or anybody else that's probably been in combat.
Let them
they're going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? You know?
Yeah,
let them shots, hey, this ain't normal. What is that?
Yeah, let them shots that rang out in the city, in Baltimore. Everybody running.
Oh, yeah, they going to run. You're going to have people clutching and some more shit, looking around like, oh, shit, what's going down? What? Pulling guns out and, yeah. Because they recognize that, you know?
Mm-hmm. So that's
why regular people that ain't, yeah. So it's like people throwing that out there, and it's like, nah, you know, and like you said earlier, you know, why would a billionaire want to stage this? And it makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I wouldn't be like, all right, let's take a chance on fucking murking me real quick, and let's just get this photo out. If I die, I die.
Exactly. Exactly.
If I die, I die. Nah, I don't see that. It's called self-preservation.
Exactly.
People. Self-preservation. I don't see many people doing that shit. That's wild.
Ain't nobody does it. You know, unless they just crazy, but, you know, hell no. Me and my dad was talking about that, and when he saw it, he was like, yeah, something happened to that man. You see how he grabbed his ear and he was like, oh, basically like, oh shit. You look at his facial expression. That was unexpected. You know,
yeah,
it's questionable for him to put his fist up, but at the same time, like you mentioned yesterday, adrenaline and all that, that man was probably mad as a motherfucker, man, and like put his fist up, like, man, fuck yo, you know.
Yeah, and that's how I look at it, right? Because like I said yesterday, I seen how I go on adrenaline. Like when I'm fucking pissed and I'm pumped up, I'm damn near unstoppable, and I'm actually, you know, I work out, I'm strong, like. So imagine me just pissed off. Like you can't. I'm an immovable force. Like fuck that. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah.
You see it all the time when you see people trying to stop people from fighting, but they so pissed off that you slide and your feet fucking slide
they
across
feel
the floor.
like Superman. They don't care.
Right.
They're like, man, fuck this shit. I'm about to do what I'm about to do. You're not about to stop me. I can't imagine somebody trying to, like you just mentioned, trying to stop a fight. And looking at how you're built, man, yeah. I can't see nobody trying to stop you if something happened at somewhere where they got to stop you. Yeah, it's gonna be like trying to stop the juggernaut fucking with you, man.
Right, and the thing about it, the crazy part about it, right, is that Trump is 6'3", 240. So imagine, I mean, I know he's 70-something years old or whatever, but to try to move him off the stage, first without hurting him, two with enough force to just get on the move is tough. I'd have been pissed. His adrenaline's pumping at that point. Think about it, right, guys?
Yeah,
remember the story of the woman who the car flipped over and she fucking flipped the car back over because her kids was in it? She deadlift that shit. Like this is back in like I think it was the early 90s. But her adrenaline was pumping so hard.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, her adrenaline was pumping so hard, and she was so like in a fight or flight, that she fucking flipped her car, or was able to flip her car over to get her kids out the car.
Yeah. Or some of those videos that you see where people have been stabbed or shot, and you see that they keep going. The adrenaline's so high they don't feel the pain. They're enraged.
Yeah.
You know, those are also perfect examples as well. Like people are looking like, oh, why would you keep fighting if you've been stabbed? Well, it's adrenaline. They don't care. They're enraged. They see red. They're not, you know, the body is a motherfucker, man. Once you go into that mode, everything else is irrelevant. It's fight or flight. And when you're in fight mode or flight mode, you usually don't notice anything until after the adrenaline wears off.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, of course, he ain't aware about what's going on. The adrenaline's still there. He pissed the fuck off. He ain't giving a fuck about it. Even if they would have took another shot, he still would have did the same shit.
Exactly.
You know? But, yeah, that's all I want to call in and say real quick. I'm just trying to get my timer right on this card, but I just wanted to come in, you know, call in real quick and chop it up with you.
No problem. Hold on one second.
All right, for sure, Kenny. Hotep and Bill, man.
Hotep and Bill. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, guys. This is my daughter calling. Like I said, I'm a dance dad for the week. So I gotta we headed to Virginia Beach tomorrow for dance nationals. So she just got her hair done. She just finished up. But yeah, so at 150 yards away, 22 up to 223 is not real load and does sound like a small firework. So I think it was the way we were hearing it coming through the microphone of whatever recording device the person was using. Because I heard another angle where that shit was fucking loud. So I was like, no, that's definitely a 223. That's definitely a 223. So he was using a real round. But I'm gonna tell y'all, like when you see that shit on, just correct people like, yo, that's not a hole in Donnie T's jacket. That's not a hole in Donnie T's jacket, that's a shadow. If he would have caught a fucking 5.56 to the fucking ribs, we wouldn't have Donnie T no more. Donnie, we'd be having an in memoriam right now. Is what would have happened. Where's Jay at? Oh, what you doing, Jay? You still in here? You out there with the kids? Jay dropped his gematria yesterday on the channel. He dropped the gematria. And then he said one of the dudes that he followed called the shit the day before. He said some shit was going to go down at Trump's rally the day before. He did it based off the fucking phone number of the place. I don't know how he did that, but that shit was some savant shit. Keisha Bryant, what's going on? Says, and then to send women to protect him is crazy. He needs 6 fit men. Well, you know, we need equity. We need equity. You know, in diversity and inclusion. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, guys. You know? And I'm not going to say these women can't defend something, but, you know, I'm just saying. Maybe put them somewhere else and not, like, there. I'm just saying. You know? Maybe get some women snipers. Women can shoot. Like, I've seen women shoot way better than men. But y'all see the difference between these two? Look at the heads. Look at the head circumference. Look at the forehead circumference on these two boys. Okay? Look at the forehead circumference. Look at this. I like this little marker thing. I'm going to use this shit to death. Look at the forehead circumference on them boys. They are not the same two. They're not the same people. They're not the same. They are not the same. And the news keep using the kid in the blue. I wish I could show you the picture of him stretched out on the what's the name, because you can see the Demolition Ranch shirt on the person up there. They wilding with these memes, yo. I'm gonna tell you this though, in my opinion, this shit just gave Trump the fucking presidency. This shit just gave Trump the presidency. Damn. What the fuck? I'm not even using it no more. Get out of here. Oh my God. Can't stand. So Barron Trump was there? That had been tough to watch, yo. That had been tough to watch. I wish I could just find the fucking gun. I want to see the gun. And I can't find the picture. There was a picture from the top view. Showed it AR-15. I saw no scope though. Maybe there was a reflex sight, but I saw no scope. But that's wild, you know. Barron Trump saw his father almost taken out of here. I'm telling you, y'all keep fucking around on the left. Keep fucking around. Y'all gonna create a fucking supervillain in fucking Barron Trump. Y'all gonna create a supervillain in Barron Trump. That nigga like 6'9". Keep messing around. All he doing is just taking it. Here she go. What she got to say? What she got to say? What crazy eyes got to say?
I was right behind President Trump at his rally in Ohio, and this security failure was on purpose. There are snipers on every roof around the perimeter, in every strategic position.
She said
I was
Ohio?
right behind President Trump at his rally in Ohio, and this security failure was on purpose. There are snipers on every roof. I was right behind President.
She said in Ohio. Now, I'm just going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. If she was saying I was right behind him in Ohio at a previous rally. She was behind him in Ohio in a previous rally. She just can't speak proper English. I'm assuming she was talking about I was behind him in a previous rally. And she's saying this is what she say. I'm throwing her some bail, but
I was right behind President Trump at his rally in Ohio, and this security failure was on purpose. There are snipers on every roof around the perimeter, in every strategic position. Someone in his security detail is clearly compromised, and I want answers. President Trump, we have your back.
Well, she grifting. But she right. She right. She right. She right. It don't make sense. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if they would have took Donnie T out, yo? The fucking mess it would be in the streets right now. If they would have took Donnie T out, the fucking mess that would have been in the streets right now. The mess that would have been in the streets right now. I really wish I could find that gun picture again. Excuse me. Let's see. It can't be this easy. Damn it. Come on. Twitter with this shit. Twitter on that BS, y'all. Twitter on that BS. Now this shit wanna act crazy. See if they. It can't be this easy to find it. Let's go to media. Now Twitter just bogged down. Everything else wrong. Twitter bogged down. Watch that shit. Watch when I get off. This shit gonna pop up. Be so fucking mad. Anyway. Secret Service, somebody's compromised. I agree with that lady. She got the crazy eyes, but I agree with her. Thomas Matthew Cruz supposedly posted something on 4chan yesterday. No, that was the what's up, Jay? That was like, it was a lookalike guy. That's why I put that on there too. Like, yo, these two guys aren't the same. They look alike, but they aren't the same person. The chin looks the same, but didn't the guy record a video saying that they got the wrong guy? Was that video? No, it's not. The guy that made the video that said it was the wrong guy, that guy isn't the guy that the news has been showing. And his name isn't Matthew, whatever. His name isn't Thomas Matthew Crooks, the guy that made the video. But he looks like him. He was saying he got the wrong guy because they keep showing a picture of him and it's not him. The kid with the big fucking forehead is the real one. Jay Wild. The shooter like a Fred fresh out of language. The shooter looked like he had IEP classes. I'm sorry, he just do. He had IEP classes, and he was just easily just groomed. Yeah, she's Colombian. I think she is from Colombia. But I mean, she's right in that instance, though. She's right in that instance. Damn, I wish I had a picture of that gun. Papa Hotep, a dead man tell no tales. I can't show you the picture. I know that's what he's replying to. I don't know where that shit was. I'm mad. I can't find it. Anyway, let's do this. Let's do this before we get out of here. See if we can just get the basic information.
So my name is Kevin Rojek. That's Rojek. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI Pittsburgh field office. The first thing I want to say is that the FBI stands with the people of Butler County in Western Pennsylvania, and our hearts go out to the victims of this heinous act which occurred today. This is our community, and I want to let the public know that the FBI has deployed a number of our resources, including investigative agents, our evidence response team, bomb technicians, and we have additional resources coming from other field offices, as well as from FBI headquarters, including our evidence response from Quantico, Virginia. We have intelligence analysts as well, working from our field office in Pittsburgh, working feverishly to attempt to identify the individual who did this and any motives behind why this was done.
That's a fact, huh?
Right now, we need the public's help. Anyone who was on scene, who saw anything, who identified any information, please report that to the FBI using either the phone number 1-800-CALL-FBI or online at fbi.gov/Butler. This evening we had what we're calling an assassination attempt against our former president, Donald Trump. It's still an active crime scene. As I mentioned, we have a number of agents on scene. We also are working closely with other federal agencies, our state partners, and our local police partners as well. Again, at this time, we are not prepared to identify who the shooter is. We are close to that identification, and as soon as we are 100% confident in who that individual is, we will share it with the press. With that being said, also, we do not currently have an identified motive, although our investigators are working tirelessly to attempt to identify what that motive was. At this time, I'm going to turn over the podium to Colonel Chris Paris from the Pennsylvania State Police.
Thank you very much. My name is Colonel Chris Paris, P-A-R-I-S, Commissioner of Pennsylvania State Police. I would just like to say that the State Police have been in regular contact with the Governor's Office, and the full support and assets of the entire agency are behind the FBI and our other federal and municipal partners to assist with this investigation. The thoughts and prayers of the Pennsylvania State Police are likewise with the victims of this.
No way they said that shit. They said he fell because of loud noises. It ain't no way. When they say that shit, like before all the shit came out, that's wild.
Terrible act. We are prepared to support this investigation in any way, shape, or form, and we stand ready to participate in a full, fair, and competent and thorough investigation. To give you an operational rundown, Deputy Commissioner of Operations, Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens, is behind me, and he will discuss the operational portion that's being conducted by the Pennsylvania State Police. Lieutenant Colonel Bivens.
Like I said, guys, hit the subscribe button, guys. Give me the 3K on YouTube.
So let me describe for you a little bit about the scene that we have over there. As you know, there was a grandstand, a very large area, a lot of people there when this all unfolded. The former president had come out and begun to speak shortly after 6 o'clock this evening. And within about 10 to 15 minutes, a number of sounds were heard, and it became apparent that shots were being fired in that direction. It was a chaotic scene. Law enforcement, I believe, acted heroically, quickly identifying and neutralizing the threat, as well as responding to assist the various victims. PSP had a significant presence on the scene along with all of our federal partners at the time of the shooting. We have since enhanced that presence significantly, bringing in resources from all over the Commonwealth to ensure that we have a speedy, thorough investigation. We are working very closely with the FBI as we work through this. As you can imagine, because of the variety of crimes that have been committed, some are under federal jurisdiction, some are under state jurisdiction. And so, we're working through all of that, not an issue at all. We work seamlessly, but the FBI has maintained the lead on the attempted assassination. PSP will take the lead on the homicide and the shootings of the other individuals.
So check this out real quick. Hold on. This is wild. Now it's being reported that Thomas Matthew Crooks is not the alleged shooter and that it is a guy affiliated with Antifa that was actually arrested back in 2016 for being involved in an anti-Trump protest in Pittsburgh. His name is Maxwell Urich. Now, I can't show you the picture of the shooter. Bloodied the fuck up. I can't show you a picture of the shooter bloodied up. However, looking at this kid right here, the shooter kind of does look like him more. The shooter kind of does look like him more. But I don't know. I don't know. This is all being alleged. What I'll say is, believe none of what you see and none of what you hear, guys. Look it up yourself, because I can't even say the news is going to correct the record. I can't even say the news is going to correct the record, because they might not. This shit wild. We never going to get the right fucking story. I hope y'all know that.
There are a lot of witnesses to be interviewed, a lot of things to be processed. There were some complicators that hopefully the next time we speak we can describe for you, but some complicators that slowed down some of the processing and the positive identification of the shooter. But know that at this time we have no reason to believe that there is any other existing threat out there. We are doing everything we can to make sure that this is thoroughly investigated, and that if there is any information developed that anyone else was involved, that between PSP and the FBI, that will very quickly be followed up on. So I think at this time we would open it up to questions from all of you.
Was this a lone wolf attack?
Again, I think it's too early to say that. We have one shooter tentatively identified, but we're not stopping there. We're following up on a lot of information. It will be some time until we can conclusively say or answer that question, I think.
How long do you think that gunman was hiding up there? I mean, we saw the snipers up there, as the crowd was kind of rolling in and looked like they had a pretty good viewpoint to check everyone out. So how long did that guy have been up there?
Again, that will all be part of the investigation. But
can you come up to the mic, please?
That will all be part of the investigation. But I can tell you that preliminarily it appears everything unfolded very quickly. So, again, we'll have more information on that, but it's just too early to start definitively saying this happened at this exact time.
But it wasn't that he was inside the security perimeter, right? That building he's on is outside of it?
That's correct.
How far outside of it?
We'll have that information for you. It was some distance outside of the
Colonel, can you comment on reports that there were people who saw someone on the roof and tried to alert authorities?
We're following up on those. I will tell you that I am aware of those, and I am aware that law enforcement had responded to a number of reports of suspicious activity. The specific response to this will be all part of the after action, but yes, law enforcement was responding to check on several suspicious occurrences.
What were the other suspicious occurrences?
That will all be part of the investigation.
So you said that you're close to identifying the shooter. Could you at least confirm that he is from Butler County, Pennsylvania? Is there anything else? Did he have any affiliation with that company, do you know?
So again, we're not prepared at this time to provide the identity of the potential shooter. We're in the process of doing the confirmation, and once we have the confirmation, we'll release the name officially to the press. But at this time, we can't give any further information on the potential shooter. No, it's a matter of doing biometric confirmations. So there was no identification on the individual, as an example. We're looking at photographs right now, and we're trying to run his DNA and get biometric confirmation on.
Could you be able to comment just what police found left behind? Like any possible devices? Did you find any extra guns? Just anything else you'd be willing to comment?
Not at this time. No, we're still in the process of an active investigation, so we'd like to reserve releasing any information like that until we have more facts.
Today, is there any heightened threat level, credible threat level that you guys were aware of more so than what is typical for an event like this?
From the FBI's perspective, no. We did not have any specific threat information related to this event.
Can I ask, you talked about how it happened so quickly, and we know that there is at least 2 casualties, including the gunman at this point, that we're aware of. It could have been a lot worse.
Absolutely.
Are you able to comment more about
That's
that?
a good question, yo.
Taken care of so quickly.
So I think the credit goes to not only the Secret Service who was on site, but also the state and local partners who were there on site and were able to react immediately when the incident occurred.
Do you know how many officers fired their weapons?
I do not.
I understand that it's very early and there's still going to be a lot of questions, but...
All right, they're not really giving us anything. Thing is, though, shit, I wasn't supposed to show y'all that shit. Fuck it. Yeah, that look like the guy. They do look alike right here. So maybe the news is getting it wrong on who it is. Maybe it ain't Matthew Thomas Crooks. Who knows? Maybe all 3 of them were acting. Maybe all 3 of them were acting. So I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. Right, exactly. I don't know who is the true shooter at this point, and it seems like we are being intentionally confused about it. We know they're going to wipe the person's entire history on the internet, so we may never know. Side note, Maxwell had viable gauges in his ear in his mugshot. Now they're closed up. I don't know, y'all. I don't know who it is, be honest with you. I guess we'll find out. Maybe the tail wagging the dog. Tail wagging the dog on this. It's going to be interesting. Maybe all 3 of them are acting together. Maybe they are intentionally misdirecting us so they can say that a social media sleuths are out here spewing misinformation and it needs to be shut down. Like I said yesterday, they might use this shit to fucking censor us on the net. So, like I said, guys, pick and choose what you share. Try to verify it. If you can't verify it, then don't share it. Like I said, I ain't got a problem saying that I'm wrong, you know, because we could very well have this shit wrong, y'all. We could very well have this shit wrong. You know what I mean? We could very well have this shit wrong. Anyway. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know how I'm doing. Hold on, the sun.com shows the gun. Appreciate you. Hold on, let me grab. Where you at on Rumble? Hold on, let me get the Rumble chat up real quick so I can grab that link. Let's see what happens. I mean, you sent me what the freak? Hold up. Yeah, I need like a specific. I need something specific so I can see it. See the gun. I need something specific that shows the gun. Oh yeah, I saw that. Okay, loud noise as Trump falls. CNN WAPO downplay assassination attempt. That's wild. Damn, you said Sun showed the gun, but I need the actual, like the legit link. Trump should have gave the middle finger. That shit would have been. I guess this is the picture of the kid in that commercial for BlackRock. Okay. Can I zoom? Can I zoom? So I want to zoom in. God damn it. Fuck. But regardless, even from here, you can. Let me see. Y'all ain't even looking at what the fuck I'm looking at. So let's go full screen commentary. Damn, I just want to zoom in on that, but I can't zoom in on it. But that's not a $12,000 rifle, and it looks like it has no scope on it. Just like maybe it's got a reflex sight or something. Let's see, maybe they got more pictures of it. Some fucking fantastic pictures. Shitty ass picture of the gun and shit though. Shitty ass picture of the gun. Damn. Thought we had something there, guys. Oh man, if I find a bigger picture, I'll probably send it to Unc so he can show it on his channel. Anyway, guys, what's this? It's Pennsylvania an open primary state. He donated to Act Blue, but was a registered Republican. So did he register Republican to affect the primary? That's a good question. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is this, guys. Stay frosty, keep your head on the swivel, and believe none of what you see and none of what you hear unless you verify it. Because right now it looks like they're trying to misdirect everyone on this. It looks like they're trying to misdirect everyone. They're going with the lone wolf situation. Period, full stop. This kid had help. And I'm willing to bet that this kid had help from the inside. There's no way he didn't. Anyway, guys, like I said, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, guys. Share this stream, let people know we was live. Leave a comment. Help me blast past YouTube's algorithm. Help me blast past YouTube's algorithm. Anyway, until next time, guys, this Canon Hotep saying, be safe, stay strapped, don't miss. I'll holler at you.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.